Lord's Prayer-Haas version. Relatively short, a little bit tricky. It's got a bunch of stuff. It could be simplified beyond down from what I'm doing here, but I'm going to show you kind of the fancier version with more movement in it. I tend to play it finger style with a pattern somewhere around the idea of pinching with the thumb and middle or ring finger. So for instance, on an A chord, I'm doing something like that, depending on how many fingers you want to use. Occasionally I'll be rolling like that, or I might do a brush stroke with the back of my nail, depending on where we are in the song. It varies. There is also a way that you can incorporate the introduction into this. If you have some time to work out a fingerstyle introduction, I'll show you how to do that at the end of the video. But right now I just want to take it from where the melody begins, and I want to run you through all the chord shapes that you're going to have. Okay? So D2, like a D with the middle finger sticking up, not too high though for church, and then put the middle finger back down for a regular D. So you got that. You have a B minor 11, which is like, if you laid this down to be a bar B minor, but since you don't have it laid down and the E string's open, that's what the sound's going to give you, then you do lay it down for a B minor. A, regular old A major, whether you play it like this, whether you play it like this, like this, like this, or some other version. Okay, G chord, you can play it with 3 fingers. I tend to do it with 2 and mute the 5th string. D over F sharp. An E minor 4, which is very quick and therefore doesn't require much more than just a pinch on the 6th string, which is the open E, and the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. So something like that. You could even throw in the 4th string if you wanted to, which is also open. Okay, A7, like an A major but with that empty string in the between. A major again. We're going to go back to some stuff we've already done, so I'm going to skip that. G over D. I'm just strumming from the 4th string down with this on here. So D string becomes the root. Okay? Then we do some second page walking around. G, D over F sharp, we had those already. Now, the E minor that comes next I tend to play small as a 4-string chord. So that E there resolves down to a B minor over D that I play here. So those are both 4-string chords, and I'm leaving out the 5th and 6th strings. There's probably other fancier ways to do them, but I don't like the sound when it goes. Doesn't sound good, so that's why I do. Then E minor, you can go back to the big one and D over F sharp to walk that up. Then we have a little lick here, A sus4, A sus2 to A major. So we have something like, and whether you do them as A's or whether you have it as a sus, you could do it as an A7 instead of an A major. But the point is that you need that moving line that goes from 3rd fret, 2nd string, to open, to 2nd fret, over the A pattern. Okay? Got some more E minor stuff, to B minor over D, 4 strings each again. Then we're going to go to C, G over B, 5-string chord, I'm leaving out the 6th, and that's a nice line too, so you have the E, D, C, B, and then the next chord is a G over A. Okay? See what I did there? Sus2, put it back down. I may not have mentioned that this is capoed in at the 3rd fret. We're playing in the sounding key of F, the capo key of D, because of all this fancy stuff that we're doing. Alright? Towards the end, we've got some more of the same stuff again. B minor 11 to B minor. But then we're going to pick that finger off the 5th string and get a B minor over A, which really you only need the finger up here, so it looks fancier than it is. So I'm picking from the 5th string down. Alright. G, D over F sharp, E minor, D over F sharp again. We're walking around. E minor 7, D over F sharp. Coming to the end, we have a G6. So I play 3rd fret 6th string, mute the 5th string, and all the rest open. So there's nothing on the bottom string. That's your G6 right there. Okay? G over A again. Regular old A. G over D to D. Okay? A lot of slash chords, but they're not tricky because usually the root is an open string in one fashion or another. Alright, so I'm going to kind of call these as I go, and I'm going to play under speed right now. Okay? Keeping in mind that we've just had the intro, the so we have D2 first to D, B minor 11 to B minor, A, G, D over F sharp, that E minor 4 real quick, A7 to A major, D2 to D, B minor, 11 to regular minor, A, G, G over D to D major, G, D over F sharp, short form E minor, B minor over D, big E minor, D over F sharp, A, sus4, sus2, A major or A7, short form E minor 7. If you want to be fancy, you can do 2 fingers, B minor over D, C, G over B, G over A for a full measure, A major, sus2, major again, D sus2 to D major, B minor 11 to minor, G, D over F sharp, B minor 11 to minor, to walk down to B minor over A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, D over F sharp, E minor 7, D over F sharp, G6, A over, or excuse me, G over A, G over D, D. Now I said I was going to show you an intro at the end, so here we go. Your melody goes like this. Now you could do that different ways just as a lead. Stylize a little bit. But if you want to finger style it, and then we have the D sus, or I'm sorry, A sus. Right there, we need that. So one more time. If you think of, listen for the melody. It's all about picking the right string at the right time. All right, let me back up a little bit, see if I can do this for you. And that gets you into the song, and then we can go from there. So if you work that up and there's no piano one week, you could be the man. All right.